Very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of SSN IIC, I welcome you all for the one-day workshop, Design Thinking, Critical Thinking and Innovation Design. The main objective of the today's workshop is how to use design thinking methodology towards new product design. Generally, design thinking is a human-centered approach towards innovation, generally which considers the center base. It's a centered design, also called as. So moreover, in the actual definition of president, CEO or IDO is it's a human centered approach towards product innovation that draws from the designer's toolkit to integrate the needs of a product, needs of the people, the possibilities of technology and the requirement for business success. So this is a definition for design thinking. And in this workshop, we will cover how to use design thinking and critical thinking methodology for the new product design. So how to think in a different way towards customer point of view. What are the techniques available for that? So everything will be briefed in this workshop. And similarly, difference between normal design and conventional design and critical thinking based design concepts will also be highlighted, and what way the design thinking will differ from critical thinking and innovation for innovation design, that also will be highlighted. Generally, in our conventionally, we design many products and services, and we have a lot of experiences to improve the life of the human being. So most of the time, for example, if I want to find a solution to a particular problem, or in the machine, it may be a machine equipment, or it may be a automobile component, whatever it may be. So the solution may be rechanging, re uh, replacement of the existing component, or some mechanical mechanisms or methods can be used. So those problems won't comes under design thinking part. So design thinking mainly highlights the problems which are critical in nature, and for some cases how to absorb the untold need of a human beings, other human beings, that is most important. So with this aspect, what are the techniques available? How to think towards untold needs of a human being. So design DT will provide the support for that. So that is the main objective of the design thinking. So generally, it focus on what are the people need and wants. Generally, what are the people's expectations? What is their requirements, and what are people dislikes? So related to, with respect to the production unit, packaging, marketing, retailing, support, and it may be all of them also. So how to identify that? How to identify the untold need of a customer? So that is the backbone of the design thinking concept. And the next one is it consists of many phases also. For example, and the product in the target audience may be the kids, or it may be the youngsters, or aged people, or physically abled people, whoever may be. So how to design a product for them? So that is most important. And generally, the design thinking is a human centered approach, and it is a collaborative in nature, it is optimistic, and it is completely experimental. So it forms a deep empathy and on understanding the needs and motivations of a people. That is the main difference between conventional design and DT based design. And moreover, it is a collaborative. So several great minds are always required to find the solution for a challenging problem. So design thinking motivates the collaborative uh, involvement of various expertise to find the solution to the problem, or how to clearly understand the untold requirements of a customer. And moreover, it is optimistic. So definitely it feels that, and it aims that we can find a solution to an existing big problem. The problem, there are different types of problem. So especially here we are going to focus on problems which are so critical in nature. And moreover, it is not a hypothesis. We are going to do experimentally, we are going to test the solution. So DT provides the way to test each and every of our attempt solution. That's why it is called as, it is a completely experimental based. It's completely experimental based. Okay. So there are many steps are there in the design thinking to implement the design thinking phases. So first one is empathize, followed by define, and then ideate, prototype, then testing. It is a cyclic in nature. So anywhere we can enter into the wheel and anywhere we can come out. Even we can start our entire DT process just by defining the problem, then ideate, prototype, testing. Again, we can go to empathize, or anywhere we can enter, anywhere we can come out. So that is the advantages of the design thinking based solution. So it is also another convergent and divergent process. So empathize and define. The defining of ideas comes under convergent part, whereas the ideate it's a diverging part. Again, prototyping is a converging part. So this is the various steps involved in design thinking. So so generally, right now in around the world, there are world top 25 most innovative companies are there: Apple, Google, 3M, Toyota, Microsoft, and Nokia, IBM, Samsung, Sony, Dell, IDEO, BMW, Intel. So these are the companies those are using the concept of design thinking effectively to their customers. So this is an idea. Where and another important aspect is, so the normal conventional design is mainly focused on individual design, whereas the design thinking mainly focused on team based, many collaborative based. And now conventional design mainly it focused on products, whereas the design thinking it mainly focused on experiences. Okay. So in the conventional design, it is a combination of engineering arts, but here technical and engineering plus human also one of the important factor. So human expectations. So that is also important factor. So generally it starts with empathy, then followed by define stage, then ideate, then prototype, then followed by testing. So these are the five different steps involved in the design thinking process. So so the once again, okay, so empathize it's a completely understanding the customers emotional intelligence, or how to completely identify the customer requirements, untold needs, everything can be done at the empathize phase. whereas in the define mode Whereas in the define mode, the customer expectations or untold needs are clearly converted into a actionable verbal statements. Whereas in the ideate phase, we are going to develop idea for the defined problem. What is idea? Different idea generation techniques, idea sorting, idea elimination. There are many techniques are there how to focus the particular idea towards the prototyping stage. So in the prototyping stage, we are going to develop a concept model of the idea which we have developed in the third step. So in the prototype model, it may be a, thermocol model, wooden model, or whatever the available things. So we are trying to develop a prototype before being tested. So then the final stage is testing. So after testing, again we can go to the empathize mode. So we can understand during the test, each and every stage we can do empathize, so that the system once if you follow the entire five steps thoroughly, definitely one can aim at a solution to a untold problem. So or we can make an attempt towards any customer centered problem. Mainly the empathy focused on observe, engage, then immerse. So this is a concept. In the case of observe, how to absorb the physical mannerisms or emotional statements of the customer whenever we are interacting with the farmer or auto driver, any maybe the end user may be a kid or physically handicapped people, or they may be aged people, a society of group of people in the society. So how to observe their expectations, then we have to engage ourselves with their requirement, then how to immerse ourselves towards the customer. So these entire thing needs to be done in the case of a empathize mode. And similarly, how to create a empathy map. So based on the empathy one, based on the interview, or we have to collect the feedback from the customers, and based on that we can develop an empathy mapping. So from the empathy mapping only we can identify the clear statement of a problem. So by keep on refining what the customer hear, what the customer think or feel, what the customer looks, what the customer say. If we find the answer to all the questions, definitely we can end up with a clear statement of the uh, empathy concept. So these are the part which we are going to come across in this workshop.